Okay. So let me go.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Springster podcast. I am your host of the night. It is your one-time only favorite, Lonely Spring EVR, and I'm here with my two favorite special people. We have Keegan and we have Emerald. So, Emerald, would you like to say something to my audience that's watching through YouTube?
Hello! I hope everyone's having a good day, night,
There we go.
etc.
Mhm.
Hello!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Springster
Alright,
podcast.
and
I
you,
am your
Keegan,
host of the
what
night.
about
It
you?
is your one-time.
Hello, did you know ketchup is a sports drink?
A what? What?
What's all right?
Yeah. It has a certain sugar percentage, so it's technically classified as a sport drink, or it could be. It could be.
A
Really?
sport drink. That's
A
what
sports
you said.
drink.
Okay.
That's crazy. Yeah, all right. But anyways, hello. Welcome
Pretty
to the
sure
first
anyway.
welcome to the first episode of the podcast. Like I said, I'm your host, Lonely Spring EVR. And today's topics we're going to be talking about is the the newer generation of VR chat, which is going downhill, and of course the new generation of dating, which are my two topics I'm going to be talking about with some friends that have experienced dating. Well, next generation of dating, and of course, what's going on in VR chat. So let's begin. I have so many questions to ask to my friends that are in this, in this podcast. So let's begin. All right. So let's begin with the next generation of VR chat. So as we know, VR chat has been giving some big thumbs up. So let's talk about 2016 era. 2016 era, 2017 era, or that's when I began watching. Let me just say this: before I started VR chat, I had no experience with VR chat until one person. And back when I was in high school, right? I was watching Jameski. I mean, y'all know who Jameski is, right? The funny guy that did VR chat from the start of the 2017 era.
Does sound familiar. The name does sound familiar, but I got more engaged in the 2020 era with Josh Dub, with
Oh, of course,
the
Josh Dubs.
toothbrush era.
Oh, yeah, when
Yeah.
those toothbrush abbeys became so popular, and then after that they just went downhill because of the kids on the VR chat. Excuse me. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, so VR chat started off blowing off big because of what such as there were like a bunch of big YouTube content creators that started doing VR chat content. It was mainly through Twitch. And Twitch was popular too. I remember because I saw Twice. I don't know if you know who Twice is. Twice is the one that loves doing VR chat content. And this all started back in 2016, and that's when he got started with doing what he does now is VR chat content, and such as other VR chat content creators are doing VR chat. Like, of course, the virtual reality show is still going big, still with Thea. And there's a bunch of other VR chat content creators out there that are still posting, a lot of good content through TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram. But people have their opinions on what they like. But for me personally, I personally love doing it through TikTok. That's where I got my inspiration from. But then I look back at my high school years. I think that my inspiration came from Jameski, the funny man. Even though I don't record anything, even though I don't record nothing there, and I don't go on Twitch stream and go to public instances, And also another thing about that is, of course, public instances. So public instances have changed a lot towards when VR chat became big. Mainly because here was the problem with that. In 2020, the pandemic hit all of us, and then where do we have to go? Straight to this game right here. Straight to this game, which is of course VR chat. And I want to say this too. I did not own a VR headset until 2021. That's what I will say. I did not own a headset until 2021. That's when VR chat started blowing up on my For You page on TikTok, and then it started blowing up everywhere in 2022, 2023, and then here we are. Here I am now doing my own podcast series, which is phenomenal, which is insane. Like, that's crazy. And I wouldn't get this far. It were for the help of VR chat content creators I met through this person right here, and of course TikTok that helped me as well, because TikTok did help me a lot with meeting new friends and such. But yeah, so let's go from my experience for now, and then we'll go to you, Emmy, and then we'll go to you, Keegan, before you start VR chat content. So, let me start up. So let me start out by saying this. So back when it was 2020 or 2021, that's when I started VR. That's when I joined VR chat on desktop. But here's the thing: my mom gave me a crappy Windows 7 laptop that could possibly run VR chat. I wanted to test and see if it worked, but it was a big mistake I did. I kind of, as soon as I booted up VR chat through my Windows 7, it kind of just, didn't feel so buggy. No, it felt so buggy, and everything was just, everything was just there. So after that, I did not play VR chat on my Windows 7 because once I played it on my Windows 7, everything looked so horrible. So I played like on a potato computer. Yeah, but then once I got a gaming laptop during my high school graduation, I was a deskie for quite some time, and then I got my financial aid through college, and I bought myself a VR headset because I was like, the Quest 2 was popular. I also want to talk about, and the Quest 2 was popular back in the day before Quest 3, Quest 3 and Quest Pro were a thing back in 2021. So let me tell you, so everyone's gonna say, Lonely, what was the first world you went to? And everyone's gonna say, was it the Black Cat? No, I did not go to the Black Cat on the first day on my VR. I went to a Friday Night Funkin' world where I could meet people that had the same interests as me, because FNF was so popular back 5 years ago, and that's when FNF VR became so popular. And after that, I made some friends on VR, which helped me it helped me start talking to more people on VR and other stuff. And yeah, and I would say my VR chat experience went awesome until I met the younger people, aka the kids in VR chat, which that kind of ruins VR chat a lot. But thanks to finally the VR chat devs giving us age verification. Finally, after like so many times we've been asking for age verification for a long time now. So now that's the big thing. So that's big and awesome. So yeah, all right, and that's my first experience. And I'm gonna pass the mic to you, Emmy. And what was your experience with VR chat before you? What did you experience when you first started VR chat? Like, what was your first experience when you started VR chat? I'm gonna go straight to you, then go straight to Keegan.
Also, are we live?
Yes, we are live.
It doesn't say that on your TikTok.
No, I was not gonna go to my TikTok, but I just will say first podcast episode is up on my channel, so everyone can go look at it through my YouTube. I'm not gonna post it on TikTok.
Wait, I thought.
No, I'm doing it.
You're streaming it.
I am streaming it. Yes, I'm not on TikTok, but on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, you're streaming it on YouTube.
Yes.
I feel like that.
Okay.
My bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to find it because I wanted to watch what people were saying and stuff like that. So I was like, huh? Where the fuck is it? Okay. So you asked me what my first experience was with VR chat.
Yeah, because you're the old gen.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you're in the old gen of VR chat, right?
I think we all are actually.
I started in 2021.
I certainly
I remember.
I started very late.
2019 for me.
And I started in 2021,
yeah. Okay.
which I was very late.
Yeah. So okay, for me, so I got my own laptop because I was already looking at laptops in my super senior year. Because I wanted to start playing Minecraft, on a computer. Because I was originally playing it on an iPad. I was technically an iPad kid, but not those iPad kids, right?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Well, I'm trying to search for. Okay. I got the laptop. I first started playing it on St. Patrick's Day of 2020. But I started watching videos from Josh Dub, and then I started in some of the Discord servers. I was playing this one particular role playing server on Minecraft, and a lot of people in that roleplay server actually told me that I could play VR chat on my desktop. I was like, wait, for real? I was astounded because all the videos I saw for VR chat at that time were mainly from people that were playing it on VR. So I didn't know yet you can play it just on desktop. So on the day June 12th, 2020. June 12th, 2020 is when I first started playing VR chat. But I remember this one world that they went to all the time. I can't remember the exact first world I went to, but the very first world I remember going to was I think it's called Oceans Away.
Oceans Away.
If I remember correctly.
I never heard of that world.
It's where it has like you might have seen it, but may have not recognized it by the name. But this world has been updated and now has like a fire pit in the middle with a pool around it, and then around the whole area is like water, like a beach kind of thing.
Well, that's not.
I'd have to show you it later. I would have to show you later, but a lot of the reasons why people don't really go to that world anymore is that it is a little bit laggy, as compared to like optimized box or something like that. It's not as optimized for people to go to anymore. I would say a world that pretty much replaces it with the same aesthetic is that one Palm world I showed you recently that you could use for like the fire pit recording stuff for your interviews.
Oh yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, I remember. I remember.
That one world. I feel like that's a better like replacement.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of the aesthetic, but as for the layout, I can't think of a world that replaces it in terms of like same layout and same aesthetic. Can't think of any. If I do find one, I'll definitely like save it and show you later. But anyways, getting off topic. But yeah, I started along with the rush of like the toothbrush era, and I saw a lot of people with that avatar.
Ooh.
Saw a lot of people, and I think the earliest community I remember joining was like the Never Have I Ever community.
Oh,
there's actually one person that I'm still friends with from that community, and his name is Cool Bear, and he hangs out with Hazmat Orange. You might have seen him a few times.
I think I don't think I remember who you said Cool Bear, right?
Yeah, Cool Bear.
Oh no, I don't know who Cool Bear is. I need to probably see. I probably need to see him again once I say hi.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And now it's time for my baby.
Yes, that's your turn, Keegan. So you started playing VR chat in 2020, correct?
No, back in 2019. A friend actually lent me his HTC Vive, and that was back in like April, I think, of 2019. And I liked it so much that I actually just bought my own HTC Vive at the time and just stayed here for the most part. And I think that the first world that I remember going into was a pug. I probably went to a different one at first, but yeah. But back then, that was back in the day of like Uganda Knuckles and everything. So that was a big fucking meme at the time.
The big meme. I remember. Back in my day. Listen,
back in my day, whenever there weren't many squeakers.
Yeah, there weren't that many squeakers that couldn't afford HTC Vive.
Still were there.
The HTC Vives were a big thing back in 2019, and yet they still are, even though the price range is about like 1k dollars with if you go on Steam, it's like fucking expensive. Like you know what I'm saying. But like yeah, Uganda Knuckles was popular because of the meme and that one because of the one guy that reviewed Sonic Lost to World. I remember it. I had to find the origin of it, which I did. It's still on YouTube, and yeah. All right, so it was the great pug. And what else from your experience from that moving forward on?
It was such a different time, to be honest. Like, it was actually nice to go into the occasional public instance. Nowadays, though, it seems rather loud and toxic at times, especially with the kids.
Right.
Like
yeah,
the kids nowadays, they don't sound like they're even legal to be on here because of the TOS.
Yeah, the TOS, terms of service. Yeah, because here's the thing, when VR chat became so popular, the Quest 2 didn't exist, but after time went by, the Quest 1 started getting popular because it had like one of those those hardwares. I don't know what, I think it was like those old gen CPUs. I can't remember. This is when I got started learning about CPUs, because right now I don't know what CPU I don't know what CPU it ran. I don't know what CPU it ran, but I do know that but the Quest 1 was popular, and after the Quest 1, the Quest 1 got an upgrade to the Quest 2, and then the Quest 2 is still a big thing. But after the Quest 2 became so popular, they announced the Quest 3. The Quest 3 was like almost like what, $500, and after that we got like the Quest Pro, which is over like fucking $1,000. Still, if you go on eBay, you get
stock. They're not manufacturing them anymore.
Yeah. Or if you go on eBay, you probably get like a good like $500. But here's the thing: be careful what you get on eBay, because there is a lot of scams on eBay. Or if you go on Amazon, I'm pretty sure they're sold out on Amazon too, if I'm correct. Because I haven't went on Amazon for a while. If they're sold out there too.
Yeah, you just gotta be careful about who you're buying it from.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah. eBay's
like best bet is probably like Amazon, because they do check like all the components to make sure they're functional and at least sellable. On eBay, I don't think there is a process for that, or if there is, we don't know about it.
Yeah, because eBay's full of scammers, like how. Because right now, because I go to my local Best Buy every single time, and you know what's still there? The Quest 3S. And after the Quest 3S just got like a second version called the Quest 3S, which I'm like, the Quest 3S. This is basically, it's like another like improvement. I don't know what's the improvement on the Quest 3S or the original Quest 3. I wonder what they upgraded it to. Pretty sure something like improvement on lenses, no like lags and whatnot. I don't know. I haven't even. Really this Quest 2 that I'm currently using right now, once I do tend to get some more money but so we all talked our experiences on VR chat, but we're gonna go deeper. We're gonna go like not too deep, but just like deep into like what's going on with this generation of VR chat. So let's get on with that. So this generation, 2019 era was fun, right? We all loved the 2019 era of VR chat. You got the Knuckles, the memes, the funny, goofy avatar creation. One before, what was it? One before, other content creators got into VR chat back in the day. Was that VR chat was so cool. There were no kids to deal with in public instances. And before that, it was all good and simple. But here we are in this next generation, which is the now generation of VR chat. Too many kids are on this game. Younger kids are getting Quest 3s for Christmas. I know. In 2024, I'm pretty sure every kid was asking their mom if they can get a Quest 3S. And to be honest, kids I would honestly agree to everyone I honestly agree to you two that kids should not be on this game, especially when it comes to like group instances, group public instances, and other stuff. Because there are some very highly explicit groups in VR chat too when it comes to like getting started with VR chat. Because that's the scary thing that kids should not go to as like 18 plus instances. Because kids would just ignore what goes on the VR chat. They're just like, oh, I'm gonna enjoy this instance because it looks cool and it looks awesome. But here's the thing: they don't read the rules. Because once you look at the VR chat group, you gotta look on the overview, which is called the rules, and there's like links to like the like, say for example, a Discord server, or their YouTube or anything they have in general. But here's the thing: kids don't know what they're doing because here's the thing: parents don't even supervise their kids on what they're doing when it comes to VR chat. That's the one thing that they don't give a crap. Like the kids like, okay, this is not my problem. Let the VR headset do what's told to these kids and whatnot. Because parents really don't give a shit, and it's not their fault. It's the parents' fault that they don't supervise the kids, and they don't know there are a bunch of adults on this platform, and there's too many of the PDF files. I can't really say like that other word. There's too many PDF files and too many of the disgusting things on the VR chat because it's gone to the point where like that VR chat is now finally taking action on 18 age verification, which they should have done a while ago before it got out of hand with too many kids. VR chat, but do you have something to say about that? I'll go to you and then Keegan, so you can go ahead and speak.
In terms of like the kids being on this game, there are some kids that are like mature. They don't really get into like drama and all that. But there are some kids that genuinely just need to get off this game.
Right.
More of the fact that they do not have a social understanding of like what you should and shouldn't do in this game. And there are also a lot of kids that bypass things that are there for a specific reason. For example, FBT Haven. If you know what that is, you already know. They have that rule board thing at the front, but no one really takes the time to read that thing. No one really takes the time. Because it's a whole lot of stuff that is jargon and throwing down their throats. They're like, oh yeah, let me just click, and I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Right? They recently changed the world to be Quest compatible. And that is not the best thing for them to do. I understand wanting to be inclusive and allowing other adults on that aren't financially able to get themselves a VR compatible computer, but at the same time, with that, they opened the floodgates of kids being able to come in, and thus it ruined the environment of that world.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're not 100% sure if it's just gonna be adults. There's gonna be kids being kids that shouldn't be there. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, this world has a lot of people. Let me join it. Let me not read anything that tells you shouldn't be there.
Mm-hmm.
And I recently joined a group called the Synapse, and we what's it called? We host like these public lobbies, like in the Black Hat, some of the popular worlds, like the Optimized Box, that sort of thing, right? It's more of very much community-based group that I actually really do like. They seem like really down to earth. And one of the things we have to do, because I just did a training with them earlier today, we have to ask if we have a code word for saying that, like, oh, there's someone in here that is under 13, and we'll notify team members and be like, hey, I think this individual is underage. And oh, sorry, my head's starting to hurt.
Take your time. Drink some water.
What's it called? We have to ask them like what's their age, date of birth, that sort of thing. And sometimes they'll like either take too long to respond, so they're trying to like lie, or we check their date of birth, see if it matches with someone that's like either 13 or 12, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, you remember that situation where someone didn't tell anyone honestly about their age, and they were actually accusing someone, not the person whose name starts with a sea animal, not that person.
Yeah, I know.
There's another person whose name used to be Banana. They were saying that another adult in the server was doing something, but at the same time, they also shouldn't have been there either.
Oh yeah.
They're 11 years old. They're not supposed to be anywhere near us. And then, yeah, I'm also straying. Sorry.
That's good.
Yeah, the kids in this game, there are some of them that are good and there are some that are bad. But of course, the bad ones are the bad apples that make us have to do things, not do anything towards the good kids, but like we have to put up measures, and the good kids will feel like they're in trouble, not because of something they did, but because something that was someone their age did.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And these kids, they just want to come in here and have fun. They want to enjoy a game like this, because this game is not like any other that I've known.
Yeah.
This is a diamond. What's the term? A diamond in the rocks kind of thing. Is that the
Diamond in the mud.
Yeah, I was gonna say dive in the mud. Yeah.
It's a diamond in the mud.
Yeah,
this game is a diamond in the mud. You can do anything in this game as long as there's capabilities to make them.
Right. Yeah.
But
yeah.
People take advantage of a game like this. They take advantage of it, and I hate people that do that. Adult or kid, I hate anybody that does that.
Yeah. Fake their age, lie about their age, so so they can use to get into like these like to get into like these cool cool groups in VR chat. But here's the thing: they always like to lie about their age because one, they want to be cool like everyone else on VR chat. Like, oh hey, I'm this guy's like friend, and but here's the thing: once you put your age in your bio and be like, but you sound like a kid, or you sound like a kid, you can't join. But you gotta tell them what year were you born, or what year were you born, and then they'll like get like that. You'll get it'll get like those kind of vibes. But you do here's the thing: you go to the Sunset Bar, they always have to ask you like age and date of birth. You always gotta say that. But here's the thing: once you go to the Sunset Bar, there's two options. Either you say your age and date of birth, or you just go behind bars in the bar until you leave the sunset bar. That's the thing, because Sunset Bar is kind of
leave the world pretty much.
Yeah, here's the thing: if you go to the Sunset Bar often to like just have fun or just meet some new people there, even though there are a bunch of drunkies, when you go into the Sunset Bar, whenever they want to get lit or you want to get crazy on a Friday night or Saturday night, or when it's the weekend, or when it's summer, that's when the kids need to like go. This is when the kids need to realize they cannot go to the Sunset Bar, because they're gonna run into drunkies once they enter the thing, or they just like bypass it, or just like or break through the gate, or whatever kind of like client they have to like get go through the.
There is supposed to be another world that's supposed to be the same as Sunset DVC Bar. There's supposed to be another world, but there's something that VR Chat is lacking that they can't do it, and that's just B Club 4. They have a security system set up very similar to Sunset DVC. However, there is something up with VR Chat's code where not everyone can access that ability. Right now, the only way you can get the ability to make security gates is if the world is Friends Plus, Invite Plus, anything but public and group public. The owner of the world said that they don't want public instances to be used like that, right?
Right.
But they do want group public to have that ability. The only problem is VRChat does not have an udon coding or tag for group publics. So there's no way to differentiate group publics versus publics.
Yeah.
But there is I forgot what the term is, but it's like this website where you can go to upvote like features that people are requesting for.
Yeah.
I can probably link it to you, and I can link it maybe into the chat as well. Give me just a moment.
Okay.
While you're doing that, you could probably ask Segan or something.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Your thoughts on your thoughts about like the kids when they. Yeah, your thoughts. Like, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, I don't think the kids being on this app are necessarily an issue, but it's the fact that the kids are able to so freely mix with the adults, especially like the older ones, where it just it never turns out well for really either party is the issue. But it's also so hard for them to really find each other, you could say. Like find like kid groups and whatnot that are actually friendly. And even then, you could still have somebody that goes into that group that definitely doesn't have the best of intentions.
Right. Yeah. Because you see, when it comes to like a rave party, and there's got to be a bouncer there when they say, hey, before you go downstairs or before you go into this party, I need to know what your age and date of birth, because when you go to like these big rave parties and whatnot, they're gonna have to ask for your age. They're gonna have to ask for your age. Because for me, I'm 21. I can just go in there and just say, hey, I was born on this day, and I was born on this year. But the problem is when the kids start, hopping into like public instances when it comes to the Sunset Bar, they'll just immediately just get sent to the jail or just kick them out of the world, so they won't have to deal with the problem. But here's the problem with that. Is with these types of weird people, aka the PDFs, because the PDFs they don't know. Because here's the thing: 2024 was dedicated to PDFs on VRChat. Well, yeah, mainly most of VRChat, but it was more just with like bigger content creators, such as Dr. Disrespect, which he DM'd a minor through Twitch because he did very no things, and everyone looked up to him. Until then, he hasn't posted no streams. And after that, one of the members from Mr. Beast, one of the members of Mr. Beast, he's trans. I don't know what he goes by now at this point. And then it was a lot. It was a lot to handle last year with the PDFs, because back then it was crazy. I was like, what was it? February and January were good. Then March PDF, March PDF. April PDF, May PDF. It's like these people are bored out of their mind, or they just can't help it but the fact that they just want to become these types of people on the internet, to where they'll get canceled and they get exposed on Twitter, because that's where the exposure gets. That's where the exposure gets put at, is Twitter, because Twitter can literally just ruin your whole career later on.
Okay, I sent you the link through Discord as well.
Okay.
And try to post it in the chat as well.
Alright. I'll take a look at it. Alright, let's talk about one more question, which still has to do with the new generation of VRChat. So, I know VRChat's coming up with VRChat's still giving out these age verifications. So, let me give my thoughts on it first. My thoughts on it is, I think it's a good idea to put age verification on VRChat, which finally it's about time that the VRChat devs finally took action, because now whenever you make a group instance, you can make it as a 18 plus, like as an 18 plus only, or you don't want to make it 18 plus because you have like a big large fan base from TikTok, and then you put it through VRChat, and you want to show them you want to have a good time, have fun, and all that stuff. But here are the things. But here are some things when you make an 18 plus instance, is that you gotta make sure that they're 18 plus only. But once the age verification is out of beta, that's when it'll start rolling out. It'll start rolling out everywhere publicly now, because I know some of my friends already got it. Fun Guy already has it. Koi has it. Some other friends don't have it. Some of my friends don't have it. Sally, and no, you don't have it. He doesn't have it. I don't have it. Cause I'll wait patiently. I got the I haven't got a notification. I always keep checking my emails whenever I hop on VRChat, and nothing has appeared yet. So I'm still waiting on mine. But in my thoughts for age verification, I think it's a good initial for VRChat groups and public instances as well when it comes to age verification, which I say is cool. And there's also two options too. There's one that you're not 18, so you have to be saying that you are above 18, which that means you're still a minor. And then once you hit the age cap, that means you are under 18. That means you can go to certain events, which if it's a drinking, whether it's a drinking night, bar night, or whatever event you host, you can participate in it. But in all terms, I just want to say that if you're under 18, that's awesome. But if you're above 18, then it means you cannot join any public instances, group events, or any type of other event when it comes to those types of events. And you have to be 18 plus to be part of those events. But my final thoughts to it, I think it's a great idea to include age verification, which I'm happy that they're doing. So yeah, now it's time for your thoughts on this. What are your thoughts on this age verification?
I would say it's more like a lot of people, especially when they're coming in from 2019 to 2021, when it came around, or when they started playing this game and they're were already 18 or older. It's more they definitely have this feeling where it's oh, it's about fucking time, They're definitely moving the right steps. It should have been done sooner, but it's a good thing that they're starting to do it now. In the initial stages, there's a lot of people that had concerns in regards to their data and how it was being utilized, or what they were going to do with it, as well as if it was going to be stored or kept permanently. Initially, if I recall correctly, they were going to keep it in the system, who knows for how long, but and the company that they were working with to do this age verification that also works with Roblox, they had a bit of some concerns about how their data was going to be protected, because a lot of people, especially since they're using their ID to verify their age, it has a lot of personal information such as residence, descriptions, date of birth, etc., which all of it could be potentially used for other things such as your bank, social security, etc. Everyone had a lot of legitimate concerns. And the one thing I actually do like what VRChat did is that they remedied how they were going to store the data, what they were going to do with the data. So if I remember correctly, and if I understood this right, they're gonna use the data temporarily that's from the ID just to look at the date of birth, and then once it is verified, they will essentially it's like bookmarking it, but the data itself is going to be deleted. It's gonna say like, oh yeah, this person that does have the verification. They should be good to go. Or they called it like a hash or something like that, where they pretty much like are tagging your account or the data that's used for your account. It's like, oh yeah, this person is an adult. They are good to go.
Yeah.
And also they also addressed, like, they didn't address me directly, but they did address a concern that I have, which was at the time it was like, hey, what, because you can only use it for one account. They were like, oh, I was like, hey, what is going to be the process if someone were to get their account hacked into, or if you wanted to delete your account and make a new one? And thankfully, you are able to use the same ID on a new account. You just have to make sure you remove the ID verification from your current account or from the account that you're removing it from. So hopefully they have a sort of process, especially when you get hacked, that you have a way to get it removed without being on your account. Hold on, my phone vibrated. So
yeah, that's your last final thoughts for the age verification, or you still have plenty more to go?
Oh, I do have a little bit more.
Okay.
Because if I understand correctly, you also can give it out to groups that are 13 plus, meaning like regardless of if your group is meant to be 18 plus or 13 plus, you still can have the ability, once it's fully pushed out to the public, for people to age verify, which I think is really cool, because sometimes maybe you'll want to have adult only events, which is really nice. I like that, you know? And then what am I thinking? It'll definitely be easier and safer for adults to be able to have their own safe spaces. Not necessarily just to do NSFW stuff, but just to, be around people that are older or in the same age group, Because sometimes it does tie in with the whole kids thing in VR chat. It can be emotionally exhausting to be around those kind of instances where you got kids screaming the N-word, you got crashers, and yada yada yada.
And you also got the trollers, don't forget about the trollers.
Yeah, you get the point though.
Yeah, I get the point, yeah.
Oh my god,
yeah.
hiccups.
Yeah, I mean,
Hiccups.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with
hiccups.
you. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with all those things you said. But yeah, all right. Now for you, Keegan, your thoughts on the whole age verification?
It's about time that they did it, or that they allowed it to happen, but I'm still worried about the kids, because, again, that's the issues that are currently happening are still going to be happening. There's going to be some instances where, obviously, you can actually go and know for a fact there's not going to be kids, but a lot of people aren't going to be doing that. They're just going to be hosting public instances or like Friends Plus instances that aren't necessarily meant to be in 18 plus, at least initially. And that's going to be an issue. And the issue is a different issue is also that you really can't confirm if someone's 13 or not, because they don't have an ID unless they have a passport for some reason. So that's also a different issue.
Yeah, it's another
like,
issue. Yeah.
The earliest that you can probably do is like 16, which you're already almost 18 at that point.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I would. Yeah, yeah. Oh no, I definitely agree with you. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yes, I do agree with you're saying. Yes, yeah. The kid. Yeah, once the age verification is, we still don't know if it's still gonna be good enough, because the kids are still gonna bypass they're gonna bypass it, or we don't know what they're gonna do. That's the thing. Once the 18 plus starts. Oh, what is it? You got something to say?
Actually, so yeah, in regards to that, because a lot of people would were actually also saying like, oh, because one of the ways, what's it called? Oh, okay, so people were a lot of people were like saying, well, the kids could just snatch the parents' ID and use that, but it's also like I remember they'll also use a live picture, so you can't use like a picture you already have. They'll take like a live photo of what you look like as compared to your ID.
Right.
And then people also had another rebuttal where like, oh, the kid could just go to their mom/dad and be like, hey, I need your picture. I need to take a picture of your face and your ID for something. And the parents with the right state of mind, or with like some common sense, would be like, why the hell does my kid need a picture of me as well as my ID? But go on.
Okay. Yeah. Back to what you're saying. Yeah, I agree with you. What you're saying, Keegan, because once the age verification hits out publicly, it's still not gonna be enough. People are gonna say it's not enough. They're gonna have bad feelings about like still being bypassed. Where people are getting drunk, they'll be accused of doing this to a minor in VR chat, and they can get put onto the spotlight, or it can be, the other way around. Because here's the thing, I watched this guy on YouTube exposes predators on YouTube a lot, and he does a great job, and he does a lot of like deep investigation. But it's not just VR chat videos he does. It's with game developers, and it's with game developers as well that come out to be PDFs as well, because it's not just VR chat in general. It also has to do with the game developers as well, because they go through, because they get bored too, and if they're bored, that's when they need to stop and do nothing else. On Discord, do not DM a minor, because that's the thing. Don't DM minors. Do not interact with a minor, and just if a minor DMs you, ignore it. Just ignore what a minor is saying to you. Even if they are a big fan of you, that's awesome, but just don't DM them. Because I learned everything what I learned in 2024. Don't DM a minor, don't speak to a minor, don't be around the minor, and do not do any weird stuff with the minor that's within VR or on any social platform, because they're not allowed to be on they're not allowed to be on VR chat if it comes to like the bars and whatnot events. But all right. So that's enough for the VR chat topics. Because we're like almost there. But let's move on to the next topic. The next topic we're gonna be talking about is new generation of dating. Okay. So back when I was still single, when I was in high school. Okay. So I have a story to tell everyone that's watching. That's watching this right now. So I liked this girl. I can't remember her name. Her name was Alyssa. That was, I had a crush on her, and she had glasses, because I was a nerd and she was a nerd, right? I had some really like, I had some feelings for her, but but after that I had hold on, I don't know why I did that.
Quit hiding.
Hold on. Hi.
I think we need a booster seat.
Yeah, you think? I don't know what happened. Oh well. It's gonna be on there, but oh well. Oh, I fixed it now. Even though I do look weird. Hold on, let me fix the oh. Too high. No.
There we go. Now we can see you. Oh.
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna cut it off. It's gonna be on the live anyways. Okay. Yeah, but I had. Okay. All right. I'm back to the.
Now come back up.
Go back
up. A little bit. You had it just right before. More. Nope.
Alright, is that good enough? I can't tell. I'm just gonna. Alright, that's perfect. Okay, you know I don't really care. It's gonna be on there. Okay, it's gonna be on there anyways. I don't really care.
It's good enough.
Okay,
it's good enough.
it's good. Yeah, it's good enough. Yeah. All right, so let's get back to the
damn
topic.
short.
let's
Shorter
get
than me.
Says you.
right. All right, let's get back to the topic at hand. So, all right.
Okay.
So
Fine.
All right. So I had this crush. I had a crush on this girl, Alyssa, back in my high school years. I liked this girl. She was awesome. She was super cool, awesome. And you know, I started develop feelings for her, right? And then all of a sudden, so back when Snapchat was popular, you know, I didn't even own a Snapchat, or nor did he even own the phone. I had to borrow my cousin's phone. Like, to text her, be like, hey, you know, I like you, you know. And I told her deep in my heart, I love you, and she said okay, but she didn't say I love you back. So something told me told me. You know where this is going, right? You know where this is going.
Not necessarily. Keep going.
Okay, so and then after that, I think it was Friday.
I miss my wife tales.
I think it was Friday, right? So when I think it was Friday that day, right? When when it all appeared, no, when it happened on the day, it was just I was just so happy to finally have a girlfriend for once, because I never had a girlfriend when I was I think it was middle school, not high school. Yeah, in middle school. So what happened was she apparently found someone already before I told her how I felt. So she said, I have a boyfriend already. I was just like, wow, I don't know what to say. So you know what I did? After when the school day was over, I kind of got pissed off that the feelings I had for a girl, she already had a boyfriend, and she didn't tell me that she already has someone. So I kind of felt sad. I was mad too. Even my brother was there. He was like, you know, say, dude, just get over it. You know, you'll find someone eventually. But and then that's when I stumbled upon Discord. That's where I met. Well, someone had a crush on me. Okay, before you ask, someone had a crush on me on Discord, right? This is when I was still in middle school, and I was like, what? Me and her were the same age. But here's the thing. It was somewhere far away out there. Like, it was not in California. It was in a different country, in a different state. It was not in the US though, which that kind of bums me out too. So she was awesome. She was cool, right? It was this was through Discord, not through Instagram, not through Snapchat. It was all mainly through Discord. That's where I met someone that changed my life. Until you know, I broke up with. Excuse me. So, we talked. You know, we hung out pretty much every single time on Discord. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I had a mobile phone. I owned no computer or no anything. I had just a mobile phone, and that's how she liked me, because you know, I was cool, I was funny, and all this stuff. And she started to develop feelings for me, which I didn't know until her so-called online brother said, "Hey, you know, my online sister kind of likes you," and I said, "Really?" And I said, "That's crazy." I didn't notice it. I told her, "Hey, so your online brother told me you had feelings for me," and she said, "Yeah." She was shy. Yes. And after that happened, you know, I finally found someone that matched my energy. We both like the same stuff, sort of, and you know, and so on. So then after a year went by, right? We had our 1-year anniversary, you know, being together. You know, it was awesome, cool. And then after that, our relationship grew healthy until like 2019 and 2018. Oh, it was just bad. Let me just say this too. It was a very clingy relationship. The fact that we've been dating for about like the fact that we've been dating for about like almost like nearly half of 2 years, back in 2018, right, was that she started to change on me. She wouldn't let me. I stopped like kind of socializing in reality, and yeah, I kind of stopped like socializing. I kind of I do like stop like interacting with like some of my family members, just try to like go out there and try to make friends in reality. But then all of a sudden, she wants me just not ignore her and just try speaking to her as much as I do every single day. Because that's what I do. I wake up, I tell her good morning, good morning, good morning. We do these like cringe Discord roleplays. Yes, back when I was still in middle school, I used to do those cringe roleplays on Discord, which would be you know the cringe Discord roleplays, right? I mean, where you type whatever and whatnot, or you don't know.
I certainly do.
Oh yeah, I know you do, but
yeah,
do. Yeah, Emmy, what about you? Do you know like Discord roleplays or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, Discord roleplays are just yeah, because it was just kind of just like I it was just kind of so like where like I got kind of bored doing the same thing over and over again when it came to like Discord roleplays. And after that, after we kept talking through Discord and other things, and of course I got my gaming laptop in 2021. That's when we finally interacted with each other on VR chat. To where I can hug her, I can cuddle her, say a lot of things to her. She's awesome and whatnot. And then after that, after when we met in VR, after when we started finally meet each other through VR chat and not just keep texting each other through Discord, it was just like something's very off with this relationship. And then it kind of just grew apart. And I just I feel like I'm not interested anymore. And I kind of missed being single, which I still am still. So after that came 2023, I think, or 2022. I think it's 2023. So 2023 hits, right? I start hanging out with people finally that might pique interest, and I want to socialize more. And she said, if you don't talk to me or anything, then that's when we're gonna break up. And I didn't say anything about that, and then I ignored her, and then we broke up in 2023. We had a good 5-year relationship, though. I do cherish those memories. Yeah. Though, even though we did go to middle school, and then after middle school was high school. And then after that, it was just like I felt free. I felt like I can just go be single again. I could be a third wheel, and I could be a third wheel, which which I am still when it comes to like people that I know and to my best friend. And I don't mind being a third wheel, or people are just doing whatever with their partners and whatnot. It's cool. It's just that I felt like I was out of that.
Excuse me.
You're excused. But yeah. What was it? After that, I felt free. I felt like I can do whatever I want now. And after that, I found TikTok. TikTok just helped me make friends, and here I am. I met you 2 years ago. I met this guy this month, and
about a month.
About a month. And here we are, and here I am living the single life, and I'm proud to be single, even though I still want to look for someone still, but I'm still giving it time still. I know Valentine's Day is around. I know Valentine's Day is next month. I know everyone's doing on Valentine's Day. I know you, Emmy, and Keegan are gonna do something on Valentine's Day, because I know you guys are gonna have some very special things going on. So yeah, but yeah, that's what I have from my past experience right now. So yeah. So Emmy, would you like to explain your side of like dating? Through through the internet, like what's your experience from your past generations of dating on social media, aka the internet? Like, did you have any type of It could not like internet wise, but like it could be in real life. Like, did you have any like past relationships in real life? You know, were there any toxic relationships? Or yeah, okay, you can go with toxic relationships, and you can go on with here too.
Oh boy, do I got some stories to tell you.
Of course.
Oh dear God.
So, my first ever relationship, it kind of was bad, but almost only because like we weren't really emotionally or mentally mature at the time. I was like 13 and they were like 12 or something.
Ooh.
But this was like IRL in like middle school. But it was also around the time I was like around really bad people. Not like people in my personal life, but just in school. I was that one person everyone kind of like bullied and picked on. So, yeah. Second IRL relationship.
Not good.
Actually, no, it actually wasn't that bad. No. I forgot about the actual second one, because, yeah. So the second one, it was decent. He just didn't really know, like, how to really give me affection. Because this was also, like, middle school, but this was, like, 8th grade middle school. The first one was 2nd grade. Not 2nd grade, 6th grade, sorry. 6th grade. And then, but we kind of end things off only because, like, he had to switch schools, so I couldn't see him anymore. Then the third one was when the real kicker came in and wanted to bitch slap me in the face. Why? Because he had tons of like problems, and you can kind of notice this theme going on because of all the drama we were dealing with before. I was made out to be the problem or the crazy one.
I remember. Yeah, I remember.
And they were kind of like calling me crazy all the time. When in reality, it was them doing some fucked up shit. So you said that you got a VR in April 2019?
Yeah.
Around that time was my 19th birthday. I was actually able to go to prom, but 2 weeks before prom, this motherfucker, Randall Gomez.
Hey.
Randall Gomez.
Hey, yo.
He broke up with me 2 weeks before prom due to family stress.
What?
And prom was on the same day as my fucking birthday.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh my.
And you wonder why he gets so mad about things. You wonder why he gets so mad. But so there was that, and then I actually kind of had a good relationship after that with the same guy from 6th grade. But things kind of had to end because of the pandemic. We couldn't see each other in person anymore. We live in the same area, but like same city pretty much, but lockdown.
Yeah, lockdown protocols.
So.
Yeah. Don't worry, I get you. Yeah.
But what's it called? Yeah, that's just like my IRL relationships. I've had quite a few online ones, but my more recent ones,
mainly through VR chat.
Well, there was one. Yeah, I'm gonna say the one to VR chat because I've had some outside of VR chat, but I'm not gonna. That's a rabbit hole I don't want to dig up.
Yeah,
it's not like a bad thing, but like there's too many that I can't remember.
It's fine.
But the ones in VR chat, I've had one with a guy who was like an ex-hacker or something like that. But he also had like toxic traits in a way. And I think I ended things with him. And there was another guy, he did visit me in person, but he was, let's just say his physical appeal was not doing it well for me. There's that one. And then there was another guy who has me blocked, but I ended things with him on a mutual note, more like I don't feel like anything for this person anymore kind of thing.
Yeah.
I used to have a thing for a PDF, but like he wasn't a PDF when I was seeing him, but after.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Because I started getting a bad feeling, and I was like, okay, I don't feel too good around this person, or something's not right, and I'm gonna pull away before things actually happened. And a good thing that I did. And last year was kind of a mix. Oh, there was another IRL one last year, but this was literally like 2 weeks, and he left me only because he got fucking jealous of Cyber. He got jealous of Cyber because of me and him spending so much time as friends should.
I remember that. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, you probably remember that. Yeah. I think we were still like friends around that time. When
I remember that. Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah, and I even remember you did a video about it too. Holy shit. Yeah, I remember that too.
Yes, that's right. I did do a recording. I did a recording with Raps on that situation. Oh my god, I am spilling the tea. I am spilling the motherfucking tea. So there was that one, that IRL one last year. And he did really seem like a nice person, but it's just like, why? Like, why would he act like that? What the? And he's fucking 30 years old.
Holy shit.
30 years old and acting like that.
In his 30s,
oh,
that's
God, like, what the hell?
crazy. That's crazy. In their 30s, and they're just flipping out like that. That's insane.
Over getting jealous over someone who had more time to hang out with me. Not like more time, like oh, he has more time to hang out with me in general, but more of like I knew him longer than the guy I was dating.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. And then, but I did have some good, like, at least online ones. I had one with Jacob. He was actually really nice, but it's just like, I felt like something was missing from my relationship. And I think it was more of like, I saw him more as a friend as opposed to a partner. And on top of that, I felt like his energy wasn't really where I wanted it to be in terms of like him being more leading in the relationship, because it's not like, oh, I want to be a dom, but it's more no not that. No, it's more of like I want the male to take the role, lead in a relationship. Like occasionally I'll do some stuff as well, but like I also want to not have to worry about the relationship feeling because I'm not doing anything, you know?
Right.
There always want like a little bit of spice, like a salt pinch of like some spice here and there, not too much, you know? But it's like my relationship dynamics, like how it is like for me right now. Like I can actually enjoy being like the girl in a relationship. I want to be known as the girl. And my Pookie can just, you know, be the man. Like a man in a relationship. And that's how it is right now. So there's nothing wrong with Jacob. It's just more of like he and I were just friends. Then Espresso.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, him.
And yes, I am gonna name drop some people because, you know, why not?
Nice podcast.
What's it called? He asked me out when he was drunk.
Oh.
So that was red flag number 1. And then apparently so I told him, no, he asked me. So in the time we were dating, we had like a public instance for the mommy gang, and there was actually someone there who was a religious speaker, and then there was like this whole commotion regarding that, and Espresso was part of it, or he noticed it. Excuse me. And everyone kind of knows that I'm religious, but after that situation, he started thinking, and then he asked me, hey, Emmy, is it going to be a deal breaker for you if pretty much I'm not allowed to practice my religion? That means no Bibles, no crosses, nothing. Not even talking about it. And I said, yes, that's going to be a deal breaker. And then he broke up with me on the spot.
Holy shit, that's
I'm
crazy.
like, the fact that you can't see past someone's religious views when it comes to dating them, you don't really like them as an individual, if that's the case. So, he tried asking me out again like a week later because he really thought about it. And I was like, no, I don't want nothing to do with you. I pretty much don't want nothing to do with him, especially with the fact that the idea of me not being allowed to practice my religion or even talk about it came up in your mind. Like, I understand people having religious trauma, but that only pertains to you. It's, but you shouldn't force someone to. You can't just say, like, oh, I don't mind you being religious, but you can't do this and this and this when we're dating or married or whatever, right?
Yeah.
That is huge. Flashing red flag up in the air. You could see it. Look, it is such a huge red flag, you could probably see it from space. Because, I understand there's a lot of people that practice different religions. I respect my own, and you respect your own, or respect each other's, and we go on from there. But the fact that he even asked me just made me not want to date him anymore. And that was it. I haven't had anyone since then, and I've had some crushes here and there, but they actually never came to fruition, of course, until this guy.
Yeah, so he came. Yeah, so this guy came into your picture. Yeah, which I'll talk about which I'll talk about next very soon. Yeah, you Keegan. What about you? Your experiences with dating, like on VR chat and also real life. So, like, what's your story?
So I've had a few online relationships outside of VR, and I've had like one or two IRL ones throughout high school, and obviously none of them really went too well. I've had 2 or 3 relationships on VR chat besides the one I'm currently in, and I'd say only one of those was good though, and that one lasted for 2 years. But are you just asking for the experience or also the opinions on online dating?
Well,
that's going to be the next part.
That's gonna be the next part, but your experience, and then we're gonna talk about like the next generation of dating too. So, what's your past experience with like dating?
I also want to talk about me and his right now after he's done. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, you want to brag?
Yeah, I want to brag. I want to brag.
Of course.
Oh my.
I mean, it's a podcast, so we're here to talk. So let's go ahead. Let's keep rolling.
I want to hear the yap. This is a yapping commercial. I want to yap. Keep going.
The two of you are definitely better at it than I am. I can say that much.
Of course.
Yap.
All right. Continue. Continue, Keegan.
Well, that's really just it. I don't really care to give out too many details about the past relationships. They're in the past. It doesn't really matter.
Alright, okay. I can respect that, yeah. That's all in the past. Let's move on. Alright, and the second to last question is like the next generation of dating. So how do you think, okay, so for me, how I think the next generation of dating is gonna go is... You. Alright, you. Okay, you go ahead.
Oh, okay, thank you.
My God.
So, this motherfucker right here. I'm gonna tell you a story.
Alright.
So, I met him through my friend Segan, who has a little community that does like photography shoots as well as like dance classes kind of thing. Right? So I met him through that. And we were in the pool parlor, and he wasn't wearing a Vel avatar. It was like a femboy looking thing, right? But his voice his voice was what drew me in. And then I started like messing with him and stuff like that.
Of course.
And then I honestly, on God, I was really flustered because of his voice and like the way he was talking to me.
Of course, of course.
And then that was like before New Year's.
Yeah,
that was like before New Year's. We started hanging out more, me and him. Then the next like photo shoot run, we were checking out some worlds. We were world hopping and doing photo shoots at the same time. So we would find like nice worlds that were like either aesthetically pleasing or something like that, and we would take pictures in them. One of the worlds we went to was the Titanic one, where you can survive it, right?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And I told him this, and I was like, I'm kind of glad I could at least go into the new year. This year being going to the new year, at least having a crush on someone that likes me back, And then this man, this wholesome potato, he was like, why don't we change that? And then he asked me, will you be my girlfriend? And I said, motherfucking yes.
Oh my God.
And the weird thing about this relationship...
And then we died.
Okay.
How like Rose and Jack from the Titanic.
So I mean, how did I know it's out of the question, but how did you feel when he asked you that? Like, how did you feel when he asked you to be his girlfriend?
I was like so flustered. I was like on one side of my head, I was like, okay, maybe this is a bit too soon. But I was like, but then, and then another time I was like, you know what? Fuck it, take the chance. Say yes. And I was like, yes, because I wanted to be in a relationship with this man. I was worried he was never gonna ask me. Yeah. And the weird thing for me is like, even though we've known each other for about 3 weeks now, it feels like I've known him for way longer.
Right.
It feels like I've known him for way longer.
We've known for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
It's
Is it 4 weeks? I thought it was 3 weeks.
Yeah, last week it was.
Oh, well, time does fly by really quickly. Anyways, but here's the cool thing, right? Here's the cool thing. So before I was a Christian, I was into astrology, but like more like fun horoscope things, right? Not like actual digging sort of thing. But I figured out that Aries and Scorpio, when in terms of dating partners, are like the best pair. And guess what? He's a Scorpio. I'm an Aries. Another cool thing. One of my favorite songs is from Lisa, who's from Blackpink, right? And one of her newer songs is called Moonlit Floor. And there's like a line or a verse in that song that's like, a green-eyed French boy got me tripping. Guess what? He's part French, and he has green eyes IRL.
Oh my God.
She's reaching. It's adorable, though. She's reaching.
Of course.
That's cute and coincidences, baby. And then also,
you're an adorable conspiracy theorist.
I see. Okay, I think it's because I watch too much game series. I'm able to like read between the lines and shit. Okay, and then here's another thing. Another thing. Shit. What was it? Fuck. I think I forgot.
Lost train of thought.
There's ADHD coming in.
Oh, I remember. He sent me pictures of himself. I was really nervous to look at them.
Oh my God,
I was like, oh my God, I got a jackpot.
Yeah, you got
on top of him being fucking amazing, on top of him having an amazing personality, on top of him being goofy, observant, and loving, he got that body! And I was like, oh my God. Oh
so
my
you
fucking God.
So you basically got a full package. What did you say? You got a full package?
I got the full package and a bonus. I got the full package and a bonus.
Yeah, you got it.
And I
double.
really was like, and then here's where the religious stuff kind comes in, like, right? He's partially religious. He's like singing about it, right? We also voted for the same person, that is in the White House right now. And also, I was like genuinely asking myself, is this what I've been praying for a long time? Is this like, am I finally getting my blessing? Because I prayed, like I mentally prayed for like a long time to have a partner like this, and I finally have it. I finally have them, and I was like, is this a trick? Is this for real? Like, is this actually a gift? Is this actually my blessing for me praying and doing what I can? Is this my gift? Is this my reward? You know, because I'm like having second doubts with myself and like questioning God, like, hey, this is from you, right? This is from you. This is from you. And the fact that he's still here says it all. And
Of course. Well, hey,
she's
like
adorable.
of course. You found yourself a perfect woman, Keegan. Yeah, you found yourself a perfect. You found yourself a perfect woman, Keegan, and you found yourself a. And for you, Emmy, you found yourself a perfect man. So that says a lot. But I'm still happy for you too. So congratulations on that. Oh, this is awesome.
I hope you can find someone that's good for you.
Oh yeah, hopefully. I'm still waiting.
If and when you do, yo.
It took me like 10 years of looking.
Yeah. Right now it's like
Cherry blossom iced tea.
Right now,
iced tea.
yeah. Right now, I'm still looking for someone. You know, I'm waiting for my time. I'm waiting for like a moment in time to like where I can finally get someone. But you know,
you gotta get yourself a girl that can do like cherry blossom iced tea. Cherry blossom iced tea. Cherry blossom iced tea.
Don't worry, I will find someone that will do that, or I don't know, maybe. But yeah. Anyways, I think alright, I think we're on to our last question on this topic, which is of course generation of dating. Alright, so this the next the next generation of dating. Okay, so let's begin with next generation of dating. So I feel like so if you ever go to like the VR chat worlds, like you always see like those advertisements called Never Met VR. Basically, it's like Tinder, whatever, that stuff. It kind of seems weird to see a actual like VR chat dating app to where you just like meet like kind of like some people on VR, even though you don't know them and then you want to get to know them. And they also made an app called Never Met VR. The thing is, I never used the app. They even have a world for it, which I still don't use, and it just says meet someone.
Oh no, I don't think Never Met has a world. Flirtual does. There's two main social media VR dating apps that's directed for or advertised for VR chat. That's Flirtual, and then there's Never Met.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Virtual Never Met. Yeah.
Flirtual does have a world. They have one or two worlds, I think. Yeah, I've actually met the creator myself.
Oh, okay. What did he? Did you talk to him about like like did you talk and whatnot about like why did he make this why did he make the world for like to find people on VR chat, they can find like a perfect soulmate, or no, or you just said hi to him?
Not really, because at the time I was not like a certified content creator yet, or like a content creator. Or actually, this is like I was friends with him before I met like the whole Mama gang, actually.
Oh,
so this was like before.
Okay, that's it.
It was like 2020, early 2023, late 2022.
Alright. But yeah. But here, in my opinion, with like virtual dating, which that's the new generation of like meeting people through VR chat, and of course, of course, meeting new people in VR chat, which, of course, meeting people through VR chat, and of course, meeting people on social media, which is kind of weird. Okay, in my opinion, it's kind of weird just to find people through VR chat if you kind of find like some energy in it. Like, say for example, they probably match my energy, or they have the same peak of interest as me, such as like with animes, games, shows, or etc., and all that good stuff. But you ask them, hey, do you like this? I like this too. You're like, hey, you want to hang out and stuff? You want to be friends? But you could be, and then after that is like, hey, I want to be just more than friends. I want to be your man. I want to be your man, or so and so. But yeah, if you go to any like public instance and just say something to like a weird girl in the VR chat and be like, hey, this is cool, right? And yeah, and they say, hey, I want to hang out. You want to hang out and be cool and whatnot. And then after time flies by for like a couple of months later, a couple of months later. Here's the thing: you got to get to know them first before you start hitting that boyfriend and girlfriend status. Because you can't just jump the train quickly and just say, oh, it's official, we're boyfriend and girlfriend, we're awesome now, everyone thinks we're cool and whatnot. But yeah, so I think like virtual dating is, for me, it's okay, but when it's VR chat, it's kind of weird. Even on Discord, Discord and Instagram. I say Discord and Instagram is where you like find people and whatnot, but it's mainly more than this platform. But yeah, yeah. So, do you have anything to say about that? I mean, like dating on or VR chat and other social media platforms. Like, what are your thoughts on it?
I don't really touch much on the Instagram, but whenever I was in a relationship, I also utilized TikTok, because I'm more likely to find more relatable memes on there as opposed to like Instagram or something like that, right?
Yes.
What's it called? But in terms of like dating in VR chat, sometimes like being able to have VR or being on desktop can kind of really change how the relationship goes, especially depending on what your love languages are. And for people who don't know, that's stuff like quality time, words of affirmation, acts of service, where like you do things like small things that, like, say for example you're living together and like you help out by like doing dishes or you do the laundries. That's like acts of service. Or even something as simple as like opening a door for someone when you're walking them to the car. And that's like a gentleman thing, typically. But point being, there's depending on the platform that people are that are on when they're dating each other, can really affect and be a catalyst for certain things in a relationship. And that even goes as far as like people being PC VR versus Quest.
Yeah, that
you won't be able to see everything, and you can only do certain things with each other. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
So, what's it called? I kind of stopped doing a lot of like online dating-ish for a while when I was on desktop. Then when I got in VR, I was like, okay, finally I can start doing stuff. I can actually do more, And then that also led into me being able to record my own content, because
right.
And then now I can start biting his face.
Of course. All right. Are those your like final thoughts? Your final thoughts of virtual dating to VR chat?
Yeah, my brain's kind of turned off now because I keep thinking about this spooky.
All right. Now, of course, Keegan, I'm gonna go to your thoughts on it. Like, your thoughts. What are your thoughts of like of virtual dating to VR chat? Do you think it's good, bad, or what are your thoughts on it?
I think it can be both good and bad. Because just like with how the internet has been with online dating itself, people have more options, which is good because they're able to find more people that can potentially match with them. But also, they have more options, which makes it so much harder to actually choose who to go with or what to do. Like
I think that's also dependent on people's personal standards as well.
Yeah, that too.
Yes, it is. And it hasn't helped that that people have been trying to like up their own personal standards over the past like decade or so. They've been trying to like raise their own standards for some reason, and then just staying single for ages.
Yeah.
It's. But I think that with the innovation of VR for it, it's definitely allowed couples to come together that would not have otherwise been able to come together. Especially with certain love languages. Like I have mine's physical touch, and for this, I could literally be inside of her. Don't take that out of context.
I know, out of context. Yeah. No, I agree, dude. You gotta find. Yeah, you gotta find someone's like love language, and find their find their interest, find their interest. So yeah, like getting that love language, getting that feel. If they have like that energy, that you may like, or if they have anything that you like, that I say that's cool. But like you said, it could be good. It can be good or bad, depending on the the vibe. So yeah. I'm single because it's my choice, and I am staying single by choice because I just don't want to go into another toxic relationship or a clingy relationship, because I want it to be so very clingy. That's
hey, I don't know what it is, but whatever you're doing, it's like making you muffled to the point where we cannot hear you at all.
Muffle? Oh shit! Sorry, because my fucking my mustache is touching my mouth. No wonder. My mustache. Yeah, my mustache is
your fluffy hair that's on your face.
Yes. Yes, my mustache was in the way of me muffling. So yeah. But but yeah. Like I said, I'm still staying single by choice because I'm waiting for someone. I'm waiting for someone to come find me, or I'm waiting for someone, or I'm at the right time, just to look for someone. But yeah, I think it's about time to wrap it up here, because it's time. All right, that ends off tonight's podcast, everyone, for the topics of VR chat and of course with the next generation of dating. I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, as please subscribe to my YouTube channel for the next episode, because I don't know who I will bring, if it's just gonna be me by myself, or other people that might want to join to the podcast episode and talk about their kind of topics, or other kind of topics that I'll bring as well. If you guys love today's podcast, please consider joining my Discord server, as I'll be posting this. I'll be posting my lives, and you can guys take a look back and what me and my friends were talking about through VR chat. But yeah. Go give Emerald Thomas a follow through TikTok, as they have social media platforms. Do you by chance have social media platforms, you Keegan?
I do, but don't follow me.
Yeah. What he said? Don't follow him. He does, but don't follow him. I don't think he wants to build. I don't think he wants to be.
If you really want to know it, just ask me.
Okay. I'm not interested. It's a thing.
Yeah, he's not interested. Yeah, he's not interested in people. He's not interested in that stuff. But but yeah, this is Lois Springy off. This is Lois. Not why I say Lois Springy. This is Lois Springy VR saying. I'll see you guys in episode 2 next month. Take care and bye bye. Hey, you two, you gotta say bye bye to my thing.
Bye bye.
Bye.